My uncle was the kind of guy who'd bet on anything. Cards, dice, the lottery. If it had odds, he'd throw his money at it. My aunt begged him to stop. "We've got kids to feed. Young, school-going kids," she'd say, her voice cracking like she was one argument away from breaking. But he'd just wave her off. "Next time I'll win big," he'd say like it was some kind of mantra. Then one night, his buddy, this guy who's another gambling aficionado, leans in and says, "Hey, I got a tip for you. There's this grave at right? In the old cemetery? I heard from a guy there's a powerful spirit there, and if you are lucky, it gives out winning numbers. But I'd never go myself. A cemetery? You'd have to be desperate or demented, right?" My uncle laughed it off. Moments later, guess where he went? Yeah, the cemetery. Now, this wasn't your average graveyard. It was the kind of place that looked like it hadn't seen a living soul in decades. Weeds everywhere, headstones cracked and tilted like crooked teeth. But the grave? Oh, it was easy to find. Just this unmarked stone surrounded by burnt-out candles, like some kind of shrine. So my uncle kneels down, lights a fresh candle, and waits. The wind picks up, the trees start shaking, and suddenly, bam, a whisper. Dry as a bone.
"What do you seek?"
My uncle, trying not to sound like a total lunatic, says, "The numbers for the next jackpot." Silence. Then, out of nowhere,
"I want your 5 juicy watermelons."
he blinks. What? 5 watermelons? No answer. Just the wind. And then, soft as a sigh, the numbers came. For days, he's a mess. Barely eats, barely sleeps. Just sits there, muttering the numbers, like there's some kind of magic spell. Finally, the draw happens. He's glued to his phone, ticket in hand, and when the numbers pop up, perfect match. He's rich. Next morning, he withdraws his winnings, like a boss. Then he hits the market and buys the biggest, ripest watermelons he can find. 5 of them. He hauls them to the grave, grinning like an idiot. "Here's your offering." The wind shifts, the candles flicker, and then that whisper again.
"I already ate."
He freezes. "What do you mean?" The candles flicker out. Silence. Now, most people would have noped out of there right then, but not my uncle. He's too busy thinking about all the money he's got. So he heads home, ready to shove his success in my aunt's face. He's rehearsing in his head. "See? I told you I'd win." But when he gets there, he notices a crowd gathering in front of his house. Neighbors whispering. My aunt on her knees, screaming like the world's ending. His stomach drops. What happened?" he asks, his voice shaking. One of the neighbors turns to him, pale as a ghost. "The school van. There was an accident." The neighbor swallows hard. "Your kids, all 5 of them, they are gone." My uncle is in shock. The bag of watermelons slipped from his arms. The neighbor adds, "The van skidded, hit the divider, all 5 watermelons hit the pavement. They burst open, red pulp spilling everywhere." He recalls what the spirit whispered.